Hi, I am Anna. I come from www.ntvforex.com. Dollar rises on short covering after U.S. jobs data beats forecast analysis. http ntvforex.com News ID 014FAF 810 2022 4126 AM Market Review 0808 2020 NBSP 0325 GMT NBSP Dollar rises on short covering after U.S. jobs data beats forecast. The greenback regained traction on Friday and ended higher across the board on safe haven USD buying due to escalation of U.S.-China tension together with upbeat U.S. jobs data. NBSP Reuters reported U.S. President Donald Trump late Thursday issued an executive order banning any transactions with ByteDance, the Chinese company that owns the video-sharing app TikTok, starting in 45 days. NBSP The app may be used for disinformation campaigns that benefit the Chinese Communist Party, and the United States must take aggressive action against the owners of TikTok to protect our national security, Trump said in the order. NBSP Reuters reported U.S. non-farm payrolls increased by 1.763 million jobs last month after a record 4.791 million in June, the Labor Department said on Friday. Economists polled by Reuters had forecast 1.6 million jobs were added in July. NBSP The unemployment rate fell to 10.2% from 11.1% in June, but it has been biased downward by people misclassifying themselves as being employed but absent from work. At least 31.3 million people were receiving unemployment checks in mid-July. NBSP versus the Japanese yen. Although dollar moved sideways in Asia, price found renewed buying at 105.49 at European Open and later rose to session highs at 106.05 in New York morning after release of upbeat U.S. jobs data before retreating to 105.79 on profit-taking. NBSP The single currency met renewed selling at 1.1883 in Australia and fell to 1.1820 in Asia on safe haven USD buying due to escalation in U.S.-China tensions before recovering to 1.1850 in European morning but only to drop to session lows of 1.1756 in New York morning on upbeat U.S. jobs data before rebounding to 1.1796 and traded at 1.1786 near the close. NBSP The British pound also fell from 1.3164 Reuters in Australia to 1.3098 in Asia on USD's strength before recovering to 1.3132 at European Open. However, cable later tumbled to session lows of 1.3010 on USD's strength after upbeat US jobs data and later recovered to 1.3061 on short covering. NBSP In other news, Reuters reported Britain's top minister overseeing Brexit talks said on Friday that progress had been made with the European Union, so he believed the two sides would clinch a free trade agreement. NBSP data to be released this week. NBSP New Zealand ANZ Business Outlook, ANZ Own Activity, China PPI, CPI, Swiss unemployment rate, EU Centix Index, Canada leading index and US JOLTS job openings on Monday. NBSP New Zealand retail sales, Japan Economy Watchers Outlook, Economy Watchers Current, Machine Tool Orders, Current Account, Australia NAB Business Condition, NAB Business Confidence, UK BRC Retail Sales, Claimant Count, ILO Unemployment Rate, Employment Change, Average Weekly Earnings, Germany ZEW Economic Sentiment, ZEW Current Conditions, EU ZEW Survey Expectation, Canada Housing Starts and US PPI, Core PPI, Red Book on Tuesday. NBSP Australia Consumer Sentiment, New Zealand RBNZ Interest Rate Decision, UK GDP, Industrial Output, Manufacturing Output, Construction Output, Goods Trade Balance, GDP, NISR GDP Estimate, Italy Consumer Prices, CPI EU Norm, EU Industrial Production and US MBA Mortgage Applications, Core CPI, CPI, Real Weekly Earnings, federal budget on Wednesday. NBSP New Zealand Food Price Index, UK RICS Housing Survey, Japan Corporate Goods Price, Australia Employment, Unemployment, France ILO Unemployment, Germany CPI, HICP, and US Import Prices, Export Prices, Initial Jobless Claims, Continued Jobless Claims on Thursday. NBSP New Zealand Manufacturing PMI, China House Prices, Industrial Output, Retail Sales, Japan Tertiary Industry Activity, Swiss Import Prices, France CPI EU Norm, CPI, EU Employment, Trade Balance, GDP, US Labor Costs, Productivity, Retail Sales ex-autos, Industrial Production, Capacity Utilization, Manufacturing Output, Business Inventories, University of Michigan Sentiment and Canada Manufacturing Sales on Friday. NBSP. Subscribe our channel to receive the news as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. If you want to read real-time news, text messages to MT5 Expert Advisors page at https://mt5.expert.advisors.